Oh, we started.
Yeah, we're starting.
Guys, ask Mochi to join the
Right.
VC, please. He's an introvert. I want to hear his voice also.
God, it's cold. I need a heater.
All right, so all right, so welcome to round 3 of the FRL Championship in Division 1. Last time out, Andy won Lukov, and is now the championship leader. So yeah, and we have Blaine. Welcome back, Blaine. After missing a few races. So yeah. So I believe it's full grid here. So I'll be taking poll here at Pirkanama. So yeah, let's see how this qualifying session will go. Let's take a look at Hartman. He lost his lead in the championship last time out when Indy took the win, the pole, and the fastest lap, I believe. And yeah. So let's take a look at on board with Hartman, the inaugural champion of FRL in Division 1. In the Crippy, he is and the time he sets the first lap, and Corporal immediately beats it, a 116.028. Crippy goes 1.1 seconds slower. I believe it's a 117.1, and Harmon is 2 times slower, a 116. And Dodge immediately goes faster, a 115.662, and Andy goes immediately. He just immediately takes the fastest lap of the qualifying session, 114.8. Oh wow. So yeah. Andy just doing his own thing right there. Let's see if Mochi can be Andy's lap time, because in the practice, because during practice I see Mochi beating Andy's lap time. So let's see if he can repeat that feat in this qualifying session. And there's also a notable change in Typical Scenes Racing. Their livery, they have changed to slicky green, I believe. The FRC20H. Now let's take a good on-board look at Mochi. Yeah, so it's just right behind Seva. Right behind Seva, and Mochi goes notably very wide. And yeah, and there are 3 cars going to the hairpin. This is not a race, this is a qualifying session. So let's see what Mochi's lap time is. A 116 flat. I think that's a 116.1 or 116 flat. Let's take a look at Black Abdi, shall we? He hasn't set a lap time yet. It's not set a lap time yet. Let's see how well he can do in this lap time. You see, and he goes up to 5th. So yeah, that was a very good lap time from Abdi. Yeah, that was very good lap time. Astro is currently last. Currently last as of now at 117.1. 117.1 made by Astro, and Gareth goes 8th fastest. So yeah, it's just start to kick off. And Lane, he's not doing too well, but I think he is actually trying his best to put in a good lap time for his team. And Crippy goes 8th. He has made a significant improvement, and Harmon made an even bigger improvement. Goes up to 4th fastest, just 100 behind Doge. Ooh, Mochi goes a little bit wide. So yeah, we are almost 7 minutes in, and currently Andy is on provisional pole. And Seva is left. That's pretty weird. Seva's left the session. That was pretty weird. But anyways, let's take a look. And Mochi has made a little bit of an improvement. Harmon goes up to 3rd. Yeah, Mochi has made a little bit of an improvement, but not enough to beat Andy's lap time. So yeah, it's currently as it is, but Harmon's actually gone up to 3rd. And the Temi goes up to 5th. That was a improvement as we come into the final 2 minutes of the qualifying session. Who's gonna improve? Who's gonna be on pole? That's gonna be an important question. Who's gonna be on pole? Is anyone going to be beating Andy's lap time of a 1:14.844? Who is gonna be on top of this qualifying session? So as of now, Astro is 2.7 seconds behind Andy's lap time, and Astro made a huge improvement, goes up to 5th. What an improvement from Astro. So Harman, Agent EMG, they're actually doing quite well. 2nd and 5th. Is Mochi going to be beating Andy's lap time? That is the question. Can the reigning Division 2 champion dethrone Andy's lap time? As you take a look at Harman, he's going to be starting his final flying lap of the session. And Mochi, I think he has reported. I think he said that he has done a corner cut. Oh dear. And so means Harman could be Andy's lap time. And I think he has backed off. Harman's backed off. So So Andy, he's gonna be on pole. So Andy's on pole. Can Astro improve? No, he does not improve. Oh, he's starting his final flying lap. There's only 10 seconds left to the finish. Can Astro make an improvement and show what he can do? At Division 1, he was the runner-up of the Division 2 last season. Blaine goes up to 5th. So it is 3rd and 5th as of now for Harmon's team, and I think someone has actually gone backwards. Oh, Colfer's gone backwards. So, anyways, Colfer's just fooling around, but let's take a look at Astro. Black Abdi goes up to 7th, but not enough to beat Astro's time. So can Astro beat Blaine's lap time and take 5th from him? Can he make an improvement? No, it does not make an improvement. So, and Creepy makes an improvement. He goes up to 12th. Can Critical Noob make any improvement? Can he do it? No, it does not make any improvement. Anyway, for Corporal to stop fooling around, and Corporal has pressed the spacebar. So now, yeah, so it's Andy on pole. So Andy's on pole, followed by Mochi. So they'll be completing the front row. So yeah, who's gonna be winning? So yeah, who's gonna be coming out on top of this race in Finland? Can Andy extend championship lead? It's gonna be 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Is lights out, and away we go. Looks like let's take a look. Andy, he has made a relatively good start, but look at Harmon. He's gonna go into turn 1. He's gonna be taking the lead. No, Andy immediately takes the lead, and then I think Harmon has actually gone past Mochi. So Mochi has actually made a not a good start for him, but Harmon goes a little bit wide. But I think Mochi, can he take back second place from Harmon? Yes, he does, but he goes wide. And look at Astro, he's gonna have a look. He's gonna try to get past his teammate. And he does get past his teammate. What's happened to Mochi? That was a pretty poor start from him. Dropping Mochi just done a corner cut. I think he's gonna lose several places. He's gonna lose loads of places. He's down to 8th. What's happened to him? And Creepy goes wide. So, and I think he's got a slipstream from Andy. Coming to the very fast right hand corner. Who's gonna be in the lead? And he's gonna keep the lead for now. Whoa, both goals wide. And let's take a look at Blaine. He's making a return for Division 1, and I think who has gone wide? Creepy's gone wide. So Creepy has gone wide. He's and Astro sets the fastest lap time. Who's gonna dethrone a 160.583? Who is gonna be the first lap time? Mochi goes wide once more. So not a good start for Mochi in his debut race in Division 1. So Astro doing quite well. And what's happened to Andy? I think Andy's made a mistake. Andy might just made a mistake. So Andy, he's 1.2 seconds behind. And look at the Division 1 rookie Astro. He's trying to get past the Division 2 champ. He's trying to get the Division 1 champion of Season 2. Can he get past? No, he does not. And he gets a good acceleration. off that corner. He's gonna get slipstream. He's already gained 6 tenths. And it goes around the outside. But Harmon, he tries to counter attack Andy's move for the lead. And I think Doge has actually gone past Astro for third place. And look at Blaine. He's trying to get into the fight. He wants to get into the fray. He wants to make a return that impresses the whole of the FRL community. Blaze has the fastest lap, 115.316. 150.316. Then look at the battle for the lead between Harmon and Andy. Andy takes the lead, but Harmon's got to fight back. And I think... Oh, Andy goes a little bit wide right there. It's going to cost him a little bit of time, but I don't think that's going to matter to him that much. He's going to get slipstream from Harmon. Who's going to be taking the lead? It is all kicking off here for the lead of the race between Hartman and Andy. The two championship rivals fighting out for the lead, trying to be more superior over the other. And I think and Astro, what's happened to Astro? He's actually dropped several places, and Garrett's gone noticeably wide and loses the spot to Corporal. Is he gonna do it? No, oh yes, he does lose the spot to Corporal. So looks like it's still a battle for the lead as we complete lap 3 out of 28. So it is all kicking off here. Blaine and Andy says the fastest lap time, just beating by a marginal 100th of a second. And Blaine goes very wide. He loses the place to Seva. I think Mochi, he wants to get a lot of ground. He goes a little bit wide right there, but he wants to gain back the ground that he lost in opening laps. It looks like there is a battle going on for 4th place. From 4th to from 4th to 8th, I believe. Yes, it's 4th to 8th. And I think Corporal has actually caught up to Gareth. And looks like the two drivers actually fall a little bit, but look at the amount of cars. It's battling out for position. Blaine, he wants to make his return to Division 1 a good one by giving maximum points at maximum pace. And he currently holds the fastest lap of the race before 115.3. And I think Harmon, he's currently in trouble. He's gonna be overtaken by Doge if he's not careful. So I think, but Harmon's gotta get slipstream from Indy. Let's see how well he can manage the dirty air given by Indy to Harmon. It looks like there's a battle still going on for a 4th place between Blaine Silva and the two Harmon Agent EMG. It looks like Mochi goes a little bit wide right there. Yeah, so it's all kicking off right now as we end the 5th lap out of the 28 laps in Finland. Let's see what Hartman and Andy, is he gonna break away? He's gonna successfully break away from Doge. And it looks like he kind of did have a small breakaway from Doge, but not a big one. Sony. So yeah, it's all kicking off, and I think Blaine has actually gotten away, but so Sam might have made a mistake somewhere in. I think Tammy is gonna be the first retirement of of the race. So yeah, it's just, and the time he has retired from the race on lap 6. So this season, so the start of the season is not going well for the Temi. So last season he finished the runner up in Division One. So not the season that he wants. So it looks like Blaney has actually caught the Doge. So instead of Doge catching up to Harmon, his teammates actually caught the oh Blaine does a corner cut, and I think that's gonna lose him precious time. So all those time gained for nothing, only for him to get a corner cut. And Mochi goes very notably wide, coming out at 180, the fast left-hander. So Blaine, he must be thinking, what should I do to gain back all the time I gained on Doge? And it looks like a Gareth he wants to fight for points. He wants to get into position. He wants to be where his teammate is at right now. He's currently in third, and Doge has gone a little bit wide. I think that's gonna be slowing down. I think that's gonna slow him down a little as Blaine has gained back all his time that he lost, and that faster left and right hander. And it looks like Andy has made a small breakaway from Hartman, but not a really big one. It's only 7/10. So it looks like Blaine has actually caught up to Doge once more, all over the back bumper of Doge. And I would say the Hartman, Asian AMG, they're doing relatively well. They're doing in 5th and 6th respectively. Maybe, yeah. And what's happened to Seva is actually fallen off quite a bit. And I think Blaine made a mistake. I think Blaine made a mistake and he lost 2 positions to Harman Asian EMG. Teammates working in tandem just to trying to get more points and trying to bring the fight to the experienced Division 1 drivers. And it looks like Harman's actually caught back up to Andy, but Harman goes a little bit wide, but I don't think that's gonna affect him too much. As he goes to the fast 180 left-hander just before the start sector 3. And it looks like Harman, he wants the lead. He wants to close the championship gap to Andy. So, I think I saw someone go wide. Was it Gareth? Yeah, it was Gareth. He went wide, and Sarah is just falling like a stone. And I think that's a change. And Andy making his first stop of the race. So Andy's most likely going on the 2 stop, and Doge falls in as well. Gareth, his teammate, falls in as well. Seva goes in as well. So yeah, it's the pit window for the 2 stoppers. And it looks like Critical he wants to have a look. He wants to get past Mochi, and I think Mochi has made a corner cut. And Helmet's complaining of lag. So Harmon, is he gonna be going on a 1 stop or 2 stop? That is the question. So yes, so kicking off right now as the pit stop, and Harmon stays out. So he might be going on a 1 stop just to and Blaine is going in, and he's coming in for the 2 stop. So is Harmon going to be doing the opposite of what his teammate and rivals does, or is he just gonna follow? Or is just coming for a 2 stop? Looks like everyone's making their stops except for Harmon. And Blaine, he might be considering. He's having second thoughts about pit stop. Did he pit too early? We are not sure. But let's take a look at how the race will go down. So not much happening. Black FD goes a little bit wide right there. So yeah. So the field is pretty kind of stretched out. So yeah, let's see how the race will unfold in later. And looks like Harmon looks like the leader has came in for his one and only stop. So he has done the complete opposite of what Andy and Blaine did. Looks like that's pretty good stop, and Astro falls in as well. Mochi falls in as well. So it is all kicking off right now, and the critical and Andy is gonna be the race leader anytime soon. Ooh, Andy was a little bit wide right there. That's and looks like Mochi wants to go for the fastest lap of the race. So yeah, so it is gonna be. And what's happened to Andy? I think it's dropped off from critical. The critical, he will be most likely going in for his only pit stop of the race. So yeah, is he coming in? No, he does not. So critical is gonna be staying on for another lap, but he's gonna be on very dead tires. But I don't think that should be a hassle to Andy anyways, because he just gone past the. Just going past the critical. Mochi, he's stubborn. He's going to the point. It looks like Blade gets past Gareth. That was some huge acceleration right there from Blade. And Gareth goes wide. And Gareth goes a little bit wide, and I don't think that's gonna affect him. It's gonna affect him too much as Gareth. He wants to have a good fight. He wants to fight for position. He wants to fight for points. And Gareth, I think Gareth. Oh, Blade does a switcheroo, and Gareth loses another position as a result of that. and it looks like Harmon is actually caught up to Doge. Uh, so yeah, so Harmon he wants to challenge Doge. He goes down the inside, but Doge does the switcheroo, and Doge comes in for his, I think his second pit stop of the race. Comes in for a second stop of the race, and I think Andy is also making his second stop of the race. So yeah, where's he gonna end up? I think Sam comes in as well. He follows his teammate in. So where's he gonna end up? He ends up in fourth, just in front of Mochi. So yeah, it's gonna be quite critical because it's gonna be quite crucial for Andy because so when Hartman pits, he's gonna have a huge advantage, probably 17 seconds because one average pit stop takes about 20 to 30 seconds. So it's gonna be a huge advantage for Indy. I think Corporal is might just given up on this race because yeah, this race is not going well for him, and he just got lapped by Corporal and just yes. So yeah, so the drivers that did relatively well for last season, they're not doing too well this season. No, wait, I think. And it just made a big realization that Harman is actually on the one stop. So yeah, Indy's only got 8 to 9 laps to catch Harman. I kind of forgotten that Harman is actually on the one stop, and Blaney and Indy goes faster, 115 flat. So Indy's catching Harman's teammate Blaine. Uh, yeah, looks like the Hellenic Egg has just made his pit stop. Yeah, hopefully just fooling around. It looks like Mochi in the chat. He wants to get fourth in this race. He is looking rather optimistic in this race. He wants to get fourth. He wants to show that the Division One drivers that he can match the pace of several Division One drivers like the likes of Andy, Blaine, and Harmon. And Blaine, as we as we speak, Blaine has came in to make his final stop of the race. So looks like Mochi he is in the position that he wants to get, which is fourth place. And Andy he has made a huge cut down. I think 1 full second over Hartman. So yeah, so things are looking good for Andy as of now. It looks like he's catching up, and he laps Corporal once more. And looks like Mochi, he wants Doge to challenge him for 4th place. Because Mochi, he's complaining of the dead tire somewhere on the right. And looks like that's a battle going on for 7th place between Critical and Seva. So yeah, who's gonna be superior? Who's gonna be on top after the battle for 7th place? And more, and Andy goes faster. He's trying to send Harmon a warning that he is coming. He wants to win this race. He is warning Hartman that he can catch. He is gonna be catching Hartman anytime soon. Andy gets past Astro. So yeah, Hartman is probably looking out for Andy's lap time. 1:14.9. So if Hartman's gonna try and do anything for, is he gonna respond and put in a fast lap, or is he not gonna respond and just let Andy catch him? Because he's 6.3. Because he's 6.3 seconds behind Harmon, and Mochi, and Astro has gone wide. Astro's gone wide, and he's gone a little wide himself. So yeah, I think tire wear is starting to kick in for the one-stoppers. It looks like the battle for 7th place is still going on. And Black Abdi is currently in 6th, so yeah, the two drivers are actually catching Black Abdi. Ooh, Critical goes wide, he almost hits the wall. Almost hits the wall. Black Abdi, he almost lost 2 spots at one go, because so I had a huge run on Critical and wide, he almost hits the wall. And the biggest loser is Black Abdi. That was pretty unusual to see that happen. So yeah, Seva of all of that comes on top. And now it is lap 25 out of 28. It looks like the gap is cut down by 3/10. So if you get 3/10 per lap, I don't think it will be enough. And he's gone down to 5.7. He's broken to the 5-second border. Broke to the 5.5-second border. Armin has to watch out because he is. Armin's gotta watch out for Andy because he's just chasing him down. It looks like that's a battle going on for 8th place, and I think Blaine is gonna be taking 8th place. But Black Abdi, I don't think he's gonna be backing down from this fight for 8th place. So yeah, so can the Hartman Asian AMG team, can they actually score big points right here if they do not mess up? And look at that, Doge has finally caught up to Moji, and he's using Corporal for advantage just to get dirty air. And looks like Doge might just go a little bit of dirty air and just gone a little bit wide right there. And it looks like Oppo, he's not helping anyone, he's just only helping himself. As he starts the penultimate lap, Andy has broken into the 4 second. Has broken into the 4 second border. So if Hartman makes a corner cut, I think he's gonna be in trouble because I believe for one corner cut you lose about about 2 seconds. Now let's take a look at the race leader, Hartman. And looks like Mochi, he's complaining on tire where it is kicking in right now. And it looks like Blaine has actually caught up to Seva. And Critical Noob, looks like there's a little bit of lag going on there. So yeah, Hartman, he's gonna be coming around to start the final lap of the race. So yeah, he's currently 4.5 seconds. 4.5 seconds behind Hartman. And looks like Hartman, he's starting the final lap. So is Andy gonna be catching him anytime soon? Looks like Andy, he wants to get into the 3 second border. And Moji, he wants his race to end as well, just to retain fourth place and possibly. Yeah, and looks like a Blade has got the Critical Noob. He's gonna get slipstream. What a huge slipstream for Blade. And can he make the move stick? Yes, he does make the move stick, but I think Critical might get him back as well. Yeah, he gets him back as well. So it's all kicking off. I think Hartman, he comes to the checker flag and wins in Finland. He wins his second race of the season. What an incredible race. Andy finishes in second. It looks like Astro, he's coming home to finish to get another podium in Division 1. And Mochi, he's gonna keep fourth place out of reach from Doge. And Sava almost gets a Doge. Almost gets Doge. But he did not have enough time. Black Abdi, he's gonna get the final points paying position. And it looks like so Hartman wins in Finland. So the one stop actually works for Hartman. Looks like the one stop is actually more superior in this race today. So yeah, that was a pretty good race for Hartman's team of first and seventh. It's gonna gain a little bit more points. And that's the Division 1 race done and dusted. So yeah, Hartman wins in Finland. 62nd win of the season in round 3. and Andy, he finishes second. So yeah, pretty good points today for Hartman's team. And that's pretty much it for today's Division 1 race. Next week there'll be no FRL races, as the season opener for F1 is going to be starting next week. And later today we have Division 2, and then we have the Division 3 America. Tomorrow will be Division 3 Asia and Europe, and that's going to be pretty much wrapping up the FRL weekend. So I'll be seeing you in the Division 2 race. Goodbye.